And had my mic muted again. Great, great way to start a stream. That should be now every time I start a stream. I should just have my mic muted. But today we are just continuing building this Hunter's Lodge, hopefully actually finishing the habitat for the... Either it's going to be the reindeer or the wolves. But I want the people to go walk through it, so probably the reindeer. But anyway, how are you guys doing? And yes, I also did set up a little bit of a starting waterfall here. But have a little bit of an issue because I can't get the path to go over this tiny little stream. Like I have to make it go up here. Hey Kane. Also, hey Chris. You call it the Best People Club, I just call it the Shiba cult. Or the She-Dog cult. I can't get this to work. Why doesn't the water volume just work? I'm going to have to fake it. In a way. Let's do this. If I can make this work, then I'm going to be very happy. But it's probably not going to work because fuck me. Alright, so that's also... I would love it if we could change She-Dog. I think I've said Shiba at least 4 times already, Kane. But now I've a little bit of a more important thing because I want the stream to go over, or at least the pod to go over this little stream. But of course it doesn't want to do that, so maybe this will work. I hope it will work. So that's the... And then that. If this works, I am very happy. Just have to connect these 2 pods. So, then that. Oh, I got the wrong pod. And if I can now... I actually don't know why a pod can't get like almost on the surface level of the water. So... I also don't know why. Alright, remove the water again because... water is so annoying sometimes. Alright. If I can make it go like that. This works. I'm so happy, but it's probably not going to work because I just tried it. That's the tiniest of streams, but works. I think. Oh wait, I wanted to keep that. I just wanted to remove this one again. Then can I just end it? Yes. now the game is doing what I want. I have to now get it as close to the bridge as the game allows me to. No, that's enough there. There's a beam still there. Oh yeah, there's one star employee that's just can't go anywhere. Then now. Wait. So. Heyo Scooby Slippers and Mopsha. And to answer your question, I use Streamlabs and then also Restream to make sure that I'm, well, on both YouTube and on... Why don't you... Yes. Yeah. But I'm on both YouTube and on Twitch live. And now I have to hide that class. Can I actually lower it? But it's a little bit of a thing to set up though. Nope, can't lower it, so I have to be really crafty about how to hide this. Also, probably should remove those plants from under the bridge. So. Hey Zeta, you're again back joining Kane with the cult of She-Dog. One time I think she will take over the world. Maybe she already has and we just don't know it yet. I think that would be the best takeover of the world though. To just take it over but nobody actually knows you have done it, so nobody can rise up against you. Hi Matty. So, no, that will make it too visible again. Can I hide it with this? Like if... Actually, I know how to hide it. Just drop enough special effects underneath it and hope that you won't see it. Waterfall top. Nah, that doesn't work. It should be small. Well, actually, it's going into a waterfall, so the speed should be up here. Also, hey Slug. Maybe you can lower it with another barrier setting where you can also move them down insert third one. Good try. I can't do anything. I can do... Yeah, thank you. Thank... But I literally have to hide the water underneath here. So I need to still have something to hide that the water just suddenly stops. I really don't know why you can't, like... The water isn't really that... Well, it's... Oh, it's probably because there's like this thick thing underneath it, so that's touching the water. But if I make this bridge any higher, it would not look right. So I thought I changed those spots. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, I've spent, I think, already 30 minutes trying to make it so that the water actually does go underneath the bridge, but it wouldn't. So then I just gave up, and now I'm doing this. Just hiding it. Hey, Davy and Crocs. That just makes me think of their shoes. I want something to make it look like it's a little bit dirty. First name Poison, second name Blade. For the glass barrier trick, because I can't get the water to go underneath this bridge, because this thick whatever it is underneath the bridge would be touching the water, so it doesn't let me. Like, I can quick no I'm I can retry it, but like I don't want this bridge to become like, well, I can retry if I just doesn't click there. Like this is the only way I would, but it's obstructed already. Then I can maybe at most do this height. Stay that height. But that, again, obstructed by the water volume. Because the underneath of that bridge is touching something. Again, still obstructed by the water volume. Because this creek is so low that, yeah, I can delete the water first, but, well, then, this doesn't fit here, but yeah, the potting system is annoying. But now I don't think I can place the water back. Yes. I can only place it back at a lower volume. So oh, that barrier, everything just goes through that. So it's that null barrier, so the null barrier isn't really the issue. It's literally just because the potting is touching the water and the game doesn't want you to do that. So whatever I try, it wouldn't work. Now I think it's still obstructed because I changed that. Great. So I just have to hide it. I mean, I can hide it pretty easily if I just have like some plants to go in here and to do that in here. It's not that difficult to hide, but yeah, I could make the stream deeper, but I really want it to basically be, well, almost unnecessary actually to have a actual, well, bridge. But yeah, I think I will do that, Davey, because the bridge won't work unless it's like this, but I have to just hide it. Would this be the right one? Oh. Yeah, I can do this. And because it is going into a waterfall, there is of course a little bit of like well, is it that deep underneath it? There is of course a little bit of water flow there. And do we have a small thing? Guess around here the water would be bashing against the rocks. Now to lower this again. Yeah, water and potting are like the worst things in a way, like, well, the worst. They are very difficult to work around. So, then maybe like a small rock here. So, I think I need to then delete the reeds though, because I don't think they really, well, I have to pee because of the sound of the water. I'm here just doing some Discord things. Kane, aren't you always doing such things? Then a little bit more of that water. And then I will probably never use the murky water. Where's it? Murky, 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 murky. Midsection. So it should be a tiny waterfall because there's not that much water, of course, coming out of this tiny little creek. Oh, oh yeah, it's the ladies' contest day. I was actually planning to build something for it, but been so busy that I just couldn't do anything. I always think that it's like at a weird angle the waterfalls. Maybe if I move it like this, so that's... because it should be going flat down, but this looks like it's on an angle. Remember, don't use cats as toilet paper. Yeah, the late signer is holding like a contest for Planet Zoo builds, like inspirational builds for the orang utang, or however you pronounce it in English. It's mainly like a thing for our Discord though, so which weirdo would use toilet cats for toilet paper? I almost said toilet paper for cats, which sounds like something you would do in isolation, and build a cat out of toilet paper. So I'm not going to do the entire waterfall because first I need to decorate this entire thing. Although this is going to be a forest, so that's pretty easy to make. And waterfall top, because it's going to smash into the rocks here, so there's a lot of this going on. So, there needs to be a little bit more going on top, I think. Okay, zoom out for a sec to see the skill. Wrong button. That's the thing when it comes to a new keyboard. The buttons are just always slightly different. Well, there we have the lion habitat, which I'm probably going to place somewhere else. But yeah, I didn't really do much everywhere else in Valhalla so far yet. But we're right now really building just a tiny little area, which, yeah, let's just say that luckily Valhalla will probably have a lot more nature and not a whole city slash palace and everything. Yeah, but I want to build my own forest. Like, I love that the workshop is there, but I want to build things myself. So now it almost looks like the creek has just over time carved out itself from the surrounding land. Which is kind of how it goes. Can I use these? I can use these. Maybe add a little rustic house in your forest with a sand pad or a dirt road to it. Like a little picnic area. Maybe. I think I first need to think about the animal though, which is a rarity for me, but I first need to make sure that the reindeer can't escape from that area. Then I can worry about how the guests are going to look at it. But then again, this is not going to be a realistic zoo whatsoever. Yeah, this entire thing is going to be a reindeer habitat. So, first off, I should... Like, I'm now focusing on such a tiny area. Well, first of all, need to make this connect. Probably just delete... Oh, it's connected to this. So... Yeah, it's in the Arctic pack. It's one of the first times I'm going to build a barrier or a habitat for the reindeer. Let's just, because stuff, not workshop, trade center. This is just quick, not that's supposed to be there. It's just so that I can buy an animal. Reindeer, 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 reindeer. That one. That one. I also don't care about like those things. Besides, there should be a little bit on the green side. Why is this an... Oh, wait, probably because... Yep. Because I disconnected it. So. And now to... Why is it still an invalid destination? That's when you want the keeper gate to be at a precise location. Little pet farm DLC, aquatic DLC. I actually don't really care what kind of DLC it's going to be. If it has at least more than 4 animals, I am happy. Because even though I don't really care too much about the animals, it is supposed to be Planet Zoo, not Planet Builder. So, yeah, if it has more than 4 animals, then I'm very happy. If they again go down the road of 4 animals, then I'm not as happy. Alright, throw the reindeer in there, and then I can see how I can make the pathing right. Habitat. Alright, so they can't escape from here. So I need to make the ground here probably a little steeper. So let's just do that. I think as soon as I see rocks, the reindeer can't get over it. Which is luckily quite fast. Then make it a little bit rigid. Or ridged. But yeah, as long as there are more animals in the next DLC, I am completely fine with everything. Like, I don't really mind if it's like aquatic or aviary or whatever. I think we just need more animals. Also, like, I have a little bit of a weird, unique perspective because I also, of course, make videos about it. But those small DLCs also don't do that really well because the hype around it is so short-lived. Yes, okay, and exhibit animals don't count because how much time do you actually really spend on an exhibit versus an habitat? I mean, this habitat is huge. I won't ever build like an exhibit that's going to be for like this size. Let's make this a little bit sloped. Who is your most favorite plant zoo YouTuber and YouTuber in general? And my favorite foods? Favorite Planet Zoo YouTuber. I am going to turn the music down a little bit though, because it's blasting in my ears. So let's do that. You guys should still be able to hear it, but it isn't destroying my ears anymore. Favorite Planet Zoo YouTuber. Depends on what kind of mood I am in, actually. And then also, just in general, I actually don't really watch that much Planet Zoo on YouTube. Lately it's been mostly documentaries. Why can't I connect the paths to go through it? I also find it very funny that I first said, oh, I need to make sure that the animal isn't escaping, and now I'm like, no, let's first get the path through this thing. Also, probably need a larger path, but it doesn't want to connect. Boop. 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 But I would say it's either a toss-up between either it's Rudy on some days, and on other days it's on other days it's like a battle between Aston Wolf and Mike Sheets, but Mike doesn't post as much lately, which I get because he has a job. For me, college is closed, so I can build pretty much the entire time. Can make something here. And I think for favorite Plant Zoo YouTuber is like Rudy probably for the buildings, and Mike Sheets and Aston Wolf more for like everything outside of that. So all the nature parts and such. The lady is not even going to be mentioned. Well, yes, he just isn't in the top, which I think is just fully, well, you know, favorite YouTubers always going to be like very much dependent on what that certain person likes. So she is still in like the top 10, but yeah, not in the top 3. Hey Trax, and favorite YouTuber in general? I think you can actually see that on the channel, because there's one YouTuber linked on the channel that isn't a Planet Zoo YouTuber. I think I should broaden the path from here going out as well then. If this is like a major route, then the path should be broader. So I need to fix the paths afterwards as well. I think we found the one. So. Still routes. I mean, we all have our tastes, Kane. I mean, well, I don't think anyone would do this, but so I just ate a salad and I put hot sauce in it. Because otherwise it's a very bland salad. So everybody has their tastes. And just because she is not in like the top 3 doesn't mean that I don't like her videos or anything. It's just that the majority of the time I will go for a Rudy video over the Lady Cider video. So now we have a little bit of a viewing area in the middle of a reindeer habitat. Well, not in the middle. Then also provide a way for the reindeer to go underneath it, so that they still have this tiny little area here. How deep does it need to go? Whoa, really deep. I think I'm going then to have to do this. But Kane, who's your favorite YouTuber then? Or at least Planet Zoo and then just YouTuber in general? Because you never answered that either. Actually, who are all of your guys' favorite YouTubers as such? Maybe I will discover some new ones by asking that. So. And then this, because this. Oh wait, and I need to also go underneath from here. So. Maybe. So. A little bit of a puddle here. think that looks better. That was very correct English. Better. I've never heard of Tom Scott. But then there are like thousands or millions of YouTubers that I've never heard from. So, and that should work. Don't know why it's like that. Let's do this, maybe this will fix it. Nope. So and now this is fun. All right. Then Kane, you're being awfully quiet after I ask you who your favorite YouTuber was. Or are you still in shock that it's not that the lady signer isn't on the list? So then we have this area where the reindeer can go underneath the pot. Then this, because this is already a pretty large habitat, I would say. Thank you, Trax. I've for some time watched Jordan. Lately haven't been doing so. Sometime watched Sufluencer, and also lately haven't been doing so, and I actually don't know Capview Holland. Also, favorite food, because I realized I've never answered that question. Also depends on what mood I am in. So many things just depend on like the moods and like time of day. Weirdly, as I mentioned before, I have been eating a lot of salads lately. A lot of them. I think my dinner for the past week has been a salad. And I used to just dislike salads with a passion. Alright, let's do this so that I know that it's... well... going down at the right angle. Up. And then do this. Some people just don't know how to use the workshop and are a little slow on the uptake. Okay, is it possible for you to explain, Kane? The squirrel doesn't completely understand you right now. Oh wait. But things should be a little bit more like this. I also have no idea how to connect these two parts. English today. English every day. So we have a little bit of a stream going there. I actually don't think the water here looks that good anymore, so also going to remove that. So a little bit of dirt because the forest floor is never full grass, especially here when it's underneath something, because water will collect here. And I think the chat died. Oh wait, I still haven't looked if the animal now finally can't escape from here. Come on, recalculate. Alright, can't escape from there. They can get over the path, which I am going to work on. Can escape there. Or at least can escape. Brains. With the brain scoop. Haven't heard of him, but I now just think of that like weird, I think Japanese commercial where somebody was, well, made out of ice cream and was scooping out his own head. Slightly traumatic, but that's what it was. Are you also going to make a time lapse for the zoo? Yep. It's just when I think the more interesting part is going on, that's when I start recording. I have to start it up though there. And also, thank you, Kane. Animal Wonders Montana. I actually don't like, I think American animals are like the ones that I know the least about. Probably because they're on a, well, there's a huge sea between me and them. And yes, look, there's a lot of weird stuff when you find like Japanese commercials. For some, I just think there are, or they are actually going for like shock value. It's with some, it's of course also a, well, culture difference. I had to explain how to post screenshots, change the visibility of the item. Basically everything about how to post on the workshop. Yeah, I also had to figure that out in the beginning, but I didn't ask anyone for how to do that. I just looked it up on Google because Google lately is your best friend when you want to find how things work. I don't know why I just placed a random bush over there. But yeah, this is probably going to be a time lapse, but just when I'm finished with it. Actually, I should start recording then. That's the one thing with like the Valhalla time lapses though, there's a lot more that gets cut out. Should start building the fences, which is just a very quick one. Or should I go? Yeah, let's go for these sticker rocks. Then up there. Let's sink this one in a little bit. These are, I think, the quickest fences you can make. But that's the only thing with this, is that it's not flat ground, so I have to change the fences in some places. Let's do bigger rock there. So I actually have to find out if this is... Oh. Oh yeah, that's the fun of when you use trees as shrubbery. Yeah. So. I still have to figure out if this is actually able to keep the reindeer out, but I will find that out later. But how are you guys doing on this Sunday? I don't know why I looked at my clock. It's not like my clock can give me what day it is. So, the Brain Scoop is a channel that focuses on museums and what they do, how they are used. Alright. So it's a little bit of like just a day-to-day on museums. Could be interesting. Might look it up after the stream is done. Because even though I said in yesterday's stream like, oh, I'm going to stop because I want to get some sleep, I didn't sleep for another 2 hours after that, which is probably the reason why I woke up so late today. No, let's start the actual stone fence here. Let's do a different rock at the start of this. Also, good to hear, Schlock, that you're, well, relaxing with the stream. I am in focus mode right now because I have no idea if the reindeer is going to be able to get over this. Hopefully not. Because I don't... From what I know, the deer isn't supposed to be a walkthrough habitat, but I am just pretending that it is now because it should be able to get really close. But maybe too close if he can actually go over the path. Are there any ones actually who are playing Planet Zoo as you're watching this? Or is it all just like sit back and relax? It's just a common gaming YouTuber, mostly Minecraft. I've actually watched a lot of Minecraft lately. Mostly again builders, because I don't like to hear screaming while there's Minecraft going on, even though that's exactly what I would do, because creepers. I've no idea why, but I can't play Minecraft in creative mode because I find it too boring, but I become extremely upset when a creeper blows up something that I've built. Like, I don't care if I die, if you blow up what I've built, then I become angry. Now to check if the reindeer can get over this. Let it play. Alright, can't get over there. That's a good thing. So now I can just use that everywhere, basically. Hermitcraft. Yeah, I know about Hermitcraft, but I don't watch it that often. Lately it's been a lot of... I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, but Vigo Plays. Because he has a lot of like building series going on, or had a lot of building series. Now it's like Krasberg, I think it's called. Probably not the right way to pronounce it, but I've been watching a lot of that. I think Minecraft is the only where I've really watched for either, well, mostly for the builds. With Planet Zoo, I mostly watch to just get a laugh. So that's maybe why Rudy is so high, because let's just say Rudy, while he is angry at the game, which is 80% of the time, is really funny to watch. Maybe this makes me sound slightly or sadistic, which is true. Especially when it comes to Planet Zoo. I love to see people struggle with the game. Mostly potting and such, because that's where the real struggles in the game lie. While I'm at it, favorite food, pizza. Yes. That should be a universal thing. I distrust people who don't like pizza. Like, I can sort of see if you don't like chocolate or something, but if you don't like pizza, then get the frick out of here. Well, of course, you can stay in the stream, just, yeah, I don't trust people who don't like pizza. Or at least, like, there's so many versions of pizza that you're bound to like at least one of them. Good cheeseburger. Yeah, where the cheese is, like, not completely melty, but still, like, soft and it's, like, on the verge of actually melting. Like, you just have to get the right kind of cheese. Like, you don't want something that is just completely solid. So I should sit up a little bit straight. Yeah. I love to watch time lapses of mega projects in Minecraft. Yes, and I exactly know the video you're talking about. I think, like, Elysium Fire is one of the few that's still active, or at least that was active a long time ago and is still active. A lot of, like, the older mega projects, or at least the channels behind them. Going to move my mic a little bit because I'm sitting way back, so yeah, it might potentially be that I become, well, more and more of a well, just silent. But yeah, Elysium Fire is, I think, one of the few that's was really active in, like, the when Minecraft first started to become, like, very well, international, I would say, or just became really famous and is still actually doing stuff. Also, again, wrong button, but I wanted a larger tree, so now it works. And pineapple on pizza. It's not the best, it's also not the worst. It's just like, well, it's basically the pizza that I had first. So for me, it's not the best pizza, but it's not like if you give it to me, I will eat it because it's pizza. But if you give me any other pizza, I will probably be a lot happier. Because pineapple on pizza, it's okay, but that's it for me. It's basically, for me, it was like the starter pizza. Now I know that there are a lot more pizzas out there. I would prefer to go for another pizza, but I don't mind it as much. Like, there's some people who really are like, don't do this, you're the devil if you're eating that. And I'm just like, nah. If you give it to me, I will eat it. With most foods, that's that way. If you give it to me, I will eat it. Pineapple on pizza is a last resort. Is it? I think there are probably worse pizzas out there. We just haven't found them yet. Yeah. Oh, I built all of this in a group. That's why I couldn't get that tree. Any American pizza is the last resort. Any fruit on pizza is questionable. Well, I want to try one of those like dessert pizzas where they basically put chocolate on it and like other fruits. I want to try it. Heyo, Swashdotska, and thank you. I'm literally in a little bit of like a trance while building. Now that's going to make that lookout point really dark. I need some higher pine trees. Where are others one there? And like we need some height in here if I want to really make you feel like you're in a forest. I can use these, but they just don't fit in with a Viking vibe. At least for me, they don't. Then maybe also some flowers, because I keep forgetting those. Not as many, because flowers are one of the most delicate plants, I would say, sometimes. So, not as many flowers as in other areas. Mainly, I think this viewing area, because there's a lot of open grounds. Chocolate and other fruits is my new model. Alright. This can actually work really well. I need to find that there are 3 variants of that tree, and I need to find another one. It's not here, so I have to delete this thing. Don't you hate it when you have to delete one of the things you've said? Yes. Height. Wait, isn't there also that version of this one? No. What I thought about was this. Well, they're not too far apart, so I can actually use this one as well. Just placing it like it's actually that. And then placing some benches here. Actually, let's place them against the wall here. And then have some actual tables here. I hate that you can't advance move these tables, because now it's literally like guesswork if they are properly aligned. Don't think I need tables here actually. I mean, well, you will probably bring food here. Oh yeah, getting back the tempered. Oh, that's probably why I didn't see those trees. No, that doesn't work there. Da, 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 da. Now I can see how there's. Then there should probably be a lot more grass and such here. Maybe place the water back. Yeah. Just to fill up the area. So oh yeah, I have to mention today I am setting a strict like 10 p.m. we are stopping. Because last time I went, I think, on for a lot longer, for like an hour longer, but because I have to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, I am setting a strict boundary on like 10 p.m. and then we're stopping. So another 45 minutes if I look at it now. So we won't probably actually finish this. I will probably do the majority of the forest, well, behind the scenes. So let's do this. Sink it in, connect it a little bit better. Oh yeah, don't. Well, do I have to worry about tempered taiga? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that for you it's like really early in the morning probably, AK. Like for me it's getting closer to nighttime, and for you the morning is just starting. Ten past noon. 8:15. Here it's almost 9:15. So you're 1 hour, well, earlier. I saw a lot of retracted messages. But I really want to finish this habitat, but I just have the feeling that I won't be able to do it in, well, the time that I've given myself. Longer rock on top of that. There's a 9-hour difference between us. Oh, not so early then. I literally thought that by where you are, Kane, there's like 9 a.m. or something. No, this should go there. Move this around. Again, I'm not good at, well, time zones and such. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Can also use this. This is a little bit too big though. Yeah, I'm trying to go for like a style that they just roughly quarried these stones. They didn't really make them look pretty, they just make them work. Then, because I don't want to have a full-on fence everywhere. Keep doing that, but I forget that this is a, well, see, group. I want to say scenery set, but it's a group. Or they just found these stones and decided, well, we need a fence anyway, let's use these stones that we found. I am thinking though for like some buildings to have a little bit more of a fantasy style and not really a realistic Viking style, because especially for like the village, it will really not be that big if I don't go for a little bit of like a fantasy style. But then Valhalla is fantasy, so maybe a little bit more Skyrim style. So, could you build a cave at the front of the cliff near the seating area? You mean here? I could, but there's no animal to use it. Because the habitat of the reindeer ends before that. I mean, I could make the habitat larger, but, well, there's no point stopping me from doing that, actually. So, let's see if the reindeer, besides that point, because I need to build an actual fence there, can go anywhere. Whoa, not so fast, dudes. He is still being able to escape through here. He's able to escape through there. So I need to build more. That's literally just the fastest fence. Just a bunch of rocks. Kane, go anywhere? No, I'm still here. Is Sina anywhere still there? Just for scenery. Maybe later. First, I need to actually make this whole habitat. Hey, Zeta. Nothing. Just was wondering because she got a little bit quiet. I have just a slight feeling that you see that are just in total zen mode right now. And build another actual fence here, so using another mud column. Not that one. Now you hear her everywhere again. Nah. It would be more expensive to actually make a fence out of beams, so let's find where those sticks were. Then just... oh. I say it wrong one time, Kane, and now you hear her name everywhere. My plan has worked. So... this is literally just a fence to keep, like, the worst animals out. Don't many parents say that about, like, young children? When they're quiet, you should be nervous. Like, when they're quiet, then they are doing something that they shouldn't. Hey, Chantal. I'm always second guessing myself with however I pronounce names. Let's do it this way. So that it just looks like they had two good poles and just threw in branches in between those two. It's probably also how they mostly did it. Heyo, Yavanna. Okay, are you now investigating what She-Dog is doing? Or are you just like, she's probably doing something? She-Dog is just secretly just chewing on all your furniture. So... Hey Mama and Ruben, how are you two doing? So just a quick fence again to keep out most of the animals. Can actually use this fence pretty much everywhere, I think. Actually, let's just do this. Delete that one, delete that one. So this one a little bit higher. So it's a very well equipped hunter's lodge, if I may say so. If I may say so myself. But then I have to have a fence here, otherwise Plant Zoo is not going to like me. So, remove that mud pillar from... No, I want a mud pillar. Why? Give me mud pillar. Don't give me that beam. Boom. That's, I think, the most annoying thing. She's napping under the bed, hiding from the sun. She-Dog is secretly a vampire. Confirmed. I still want to hear you say my full name. Not going to even try it. Because that won't end well. And then let's do a fence here as well. Coward. No, I just know I will do it wrong. And maybe if you post another the She-Dog picture, Kane. That means I'm not a coward, I just know how to bargain. So Kane, if you have another She-Dog picture, maybe then. That's the funny part. I know that's the funny part of me messing up. So I don't think I actually needed a fence there. I also don't know where the frick that the reindeer has gone off to. He is somewhere. There he is, underneath a tree. Alright, he can't escape from there. Recalculate. Can still escape from there, probably because the barrier's in the actual habitat there. Yep. So I have a feeling now that the game is like looking for pictures now, it's just so that that I don't have any foot to stand on not saying his full name. Also, I had to do it. It's, I think, the only name from the movie that I actually always remember. Oh, sleepy. Is he making that noise? Strange animals. Does sound like he's peeing though. So, some of the larger trees next to the path, just so that you feel even tinier. Those trees are almost exactly the same. I want this path to be like completely in shadow almost. I almost want to put just these trees down just because they're giant. That's actually very nice. That area is just in the sun. Where are the... I can also use these trees. Because again, Norway didn't have that many pine trees as I'm actually placing. Or at least in the reference images that I used. So there needs to be a few of these trees as well. Ooh. Excuse me. I also have a water bottle here. I haven't touched it. Which I should probably do. Oh, he likes his little pond. I want to put some plants in there. Maybe like some of these. Then these. That looks better. Some dynamic moss trees. This is actually the first time I've seen the reindeer in game. Because besides the doll sheep, I don't think I've actually touched any of the animals of the Arctic back. Alright, they can still go there through there. They can not escape anywhere. I have that well-being thing on 100, so I can't see if the habitat actually works for them. Check Discord. I will do that in 10 minutes when I'm done with this area. And then I can also stop recording for a bit. Let's quickly... That's the one thing with like the arrowwood brush. They have such a large... I can't select the actual animal. There it is. Hey, it's all is in the green. Fine. Ooh, can I make it go? Yeah. I'm so tempted to place one palm tree. No, that's going to cause that nice light to disappear. Is there one really big extending branch? I think that's only this one. Then let's also have some flowers, of course, to the side. Mostly to the side with the sun, because flowers really heavily need sun. Then some of these to make it look like... Yeah, I'm going to stop as well in 15 minutes. So, good night, Schlock. Also, hey, Kane. I see you have jumped over. Oh, then you are watching both sides. Where's that one? There it is. Yeah, I don't have to worry about the size of the habitats, as you can tell on the sides. Also, this is probably one of the few builds where I have no reference at all, besides, well, just a mental image of how Norway looks. I think this works well. Where's... there it is. And then have a lot of, well, not dead trees, but cut down trees, because you want to keep a little bit of a clear vision close to where you live, so that it looks like they've actually cut down on the surrounding area. But then, of course, shrubbery does take over when you do that. Alright. I've stopped recording. I can look at whatever Kane sends me. She-Dog. That's... that looks like the devil. Like the devil has possessed She-Dog. But also, alright. Canaanites. I just think of Mayanites, so Canaanites. That's how what I think it should be pronounced, but it's probably not correct. You haven't left this pond at all. Why are you so happy with this pond? Also, I should lower this a little bit. No. Or just delete it because it's just so annoying. Why haven't you left this? Go out of it. Gain a night. Yeah, I already said it wasn't going to be good. Gain night. Whatever. For me, you will always stay Gain. Or Faye. Although I mostly use Gain. I mean, it's the same with like Alia. Like, she will always stay Alia. Gain a knight. Now I just think of an old grandma just smashing a cane or a knight to pieces with a cane. Who would win, old grandma with a purse or a knight? Fight of the century. To get some of those, whatever they are called. Only 20 or 15 minutes and then I'm stopping. It's so annoying when you know you want to find something and you know you're just going past it every time. Ah, there it is. Alright, you went from hungry to not hungry to hungry to not hungry. Make up your mind. Be hungry if you want to be hungry. So, not too many reeds, but just enough. This tree is literally just a straight up stick. Wait. Alright. Like you get a littlest bit away from it and it just transforms into whatever that is. Also, where the frick has that reindeer gone off to? He has literally two places that he could be in. Either here or in the pond. Now I said stick gain. I know my pronunciation is bad, but it isn't that bad. Hmm. I think we have done a lot more today than yesterday. Because we have a viewing area, we have a bit of the forest done. Actually, now that I think about it, no, wait. You must enunciate to be heard clearly. Ah, you're talking to the squirrel, Kane. Squirrel doesn't know how to enunciate. It is him who makes that sound. Getting some of those pine trees again. Then the tree will forever be a stake. Why can't I find that one tree? That's not the right one. There you are. It's placed a bit lower so that it looks like a small pine tree. What animal would I like to see in game? Scooby, I would love to see beavers. Like, that will always be the one animal I will request. My favorite animal in game, red panda. That was an easy one. Also because they're like the closest things we will probably get to squirrels. Rex, you were ahead of me, but yeah, the red pandas are probably the closest thing we will get to squirrels. Do we have any idea where that reindeer has run off to this time? But I will probably finish most of the forest up later. I know you guys don't like it, but or don't like it here, but I just want to now walk around because I'm out of the building zone. There he is! He literally has just two places where he wants to go. There and the pond. So we have built that part yesterday with a few seasonal cabins. Then I need to remove that bit again. I will fire you if you yawn another time. With a little bit of a, well, a little bit of a farm. Because of course the hunter has to also have something else than just meat. And then we have a smokehouse, of course the hunting lodge. I think we have done a lot this past two, well, yeah, two streams. For the forest route, here I would love to see, like, this dirt just looks too clean. This looks still a little bit like sand. Yeah, I would love to see another kind of dirt. Reindeer, where are you? I will fire you. Little ponds. You have a lot of opportunities here, I would say, to actually see the reindeer. But I can't find him. He's probably lying in the bushes around there. I would be interested in... Aww. Aww. But I would be interested in what kind of birds and how they will do that. Because that's like the biggest fear with like aquatic animals, that they will just be put into exhibits. Like that's the biggest fear I think many of us will have when it comes to aquatic animals, but you really can't do that with birds. Well, you can with like smaller ones, but like a hawk you wouldn't be able to put into a exhibit. And he's running off again. At least he can't run out of this habitat anymore. So 5 minutes warning. Yeah, I will stop in 5 minutes. I am actually thinking of maybe streaming again this Tuesday, not tomorrow, because then I'm, well, streaming at the same time as Rudy almost. Which I would, I will probably be watching Rudy stream, so I don't want to stream at the same time as Rudy. So maybe Tuesday there will be another stream. Maybe, because I don't think I will be able to finish this. Well, I want to take tomorrow off from building. So then there won't be a speed build probably of Valhalla this week, but then Tuesday there will be a stream. So would you guys be interested in a stream on Tuesday? And also, I think I need a redemption on how to pronounce Kane's full name. I really do like what I've built so far, though. Like, buildings are nice and fun to build, but getting the foliage just right in a forest. So, I have 4 minutes left. No, can you turn around? Can you turn around, please? And it would be a nice picture. No, actually not, because then you have that. If you say faint or sour. We're right now just staring at a reindeer. And boom. But then that will be it. I need to close off my stream a little bit, so... Alright, Chris, then hopefully see you Tuesday, and hopefully Gain or Fey no Sour. Hopefully also see you Tuesday. Because every one of your names, Gain, is just annoying to pronounce for me. Like, they don't look difficult, but then when I actually want to say it, my brain just goes into overdrive and gives me 10,000 ways to say it. Discord notifications popping up. Yeah, that's why I have a lot of the Discord channels muted. And I'm always on offline. I'm just lurking all the time. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream here today. So I will be streaming again on Tuesday, and there won't be a video of Valhalla on Tuesday because I haven't finished it yet. And I want to take a little bit of a break tomorrow, so I won't be building then. And I think it would be great to just like only build on this on stream, like, well, habitat and building wise. Like, I might just finish off these cliffs if I want to, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is this forest. So, Kane, I'm going to keep my word and going to end the stream in probably a few seconds, just so that I'm like right on 10 p.m. I have to wait a little bit. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So, good night, everyone, and hopefully you enjoyed the stream. And the water reindeer is also happy.